Okay, hello everybody. Welcome to Lenny's Kitchen, where it's actually slash laundry room too, but don't mind that. We'll just be focusing on the food that we'll be cooking today on this Cinco de Mayo celebration in 2011. So let me show you what we have here. We have shredded chicken. It's been boiled in water with 3 pinches of sea salt, some pepper, and chopped cloves of garlic. Now, after you boil the chicken, you gotta make sure the chicken's. I'm up here. You gotta make sure that the chicken's fully cooked because you don't want anybody getting sick. That causes a lawsuit, which can't afford to have. So, anyways, the process of shredding chicken. Now, this is very important. You gotta make sure that you shred the chicken correctly. Okay, so you gotta pay attention. You're looking. You have to look at the shredded chicken, not look down here. There you go. Shredded chicken. So, the process of shredding the chicken. So a lot of people are like, oh, how do you shred this chicken? They just rip it apart and leave it into chunks. That's wrong. What you really want to do is shred it into as finely thin pieces as possible. So what you do is, with one fork, you have 2 forks. With one fork, you hook the chicken. With this fork, you lightly, not like with a whole lot of power, just lightly scrape across the top of the chicken and go a little bit deeper and deeper and deeper, and it starts to shred the chicken. Simple as that. We get to when it starts to thin out, it'll break into pieces. Then you just use your common sense and keep shredding away. So while we're shredding the chicken, you gotta keep in mind of what else that you need to get prepared. You have your lettuce. What I did here is I chopped up some onions and tomatoes and just mixed it all together. Now this is also a process that you could use when making salsa, but we're not doing that today. We're just little something different. So you're gonna continue shredding the chicken. Now enchiladas can be made all kinds of different ways. Some people put the chicken on the inside of the enchilada. Some people put the chicken on the outside of the enchilada. Some people use their own spices to make the sauce. I use store-bought. So anyways, we'll just continue shredding this chicken. Out of the whole enchilada process, this is probably the lengthiest process. It gets kind of time-consuming and tedious to shred all this chicken, especially when you're making for a big family. But luckily, I'm only making for one, so I'm only going to shred 4 chickens. So that's that. So now here's a big piece. Now when you shred the chicken, it's going to get all, mixed up, and big pieces are going to be on the bottom. So what a good tip is, after you shred the chicken, poke through and see if anything pops up. Okay. So there's one more chicken in there that I could shred, but for time purposes, I'm just going to leave it in there because I think I have enough, for here. For now. If not, then I'll shred the other chicken and show you some more. But next step. So we have the shredded chicken. Garlic. Oh, that's good. Another thing to remember is never try to cook when you're hungry. Now, our next step is shredded chicken, put that aside. This next step is basically an assembly line to create the enchilada. Okay? What we do is, we're going to create a system here where we have the tortillas, we have, and make sure you put the knives away. We have salsa, okay? And then we have our pan. So I'm not sure we're going to be able to get all this, but you'll basically get the basic concept. So, tortilla, you dip it in the sauce, and it can be kind of tricky, so you just kind of have to work it and figure out what the best way for you is to cover the whole tortilla in salsa, okay? You gotta make sure that the whole thing is dipped in, nice and soaked in the sauce, so that it looks like that. The more that's dripping, the better. So now you put it in the pan, okay? Then you get the chicken. Now, like I said, some people like to put the chicken on the outside, but I prefer my enchiladas to have meat in the inside. Makes them meatier, right there. Okay, so we have chicken. Now, see, this is why you gotta have everything prepared ahead of time, because now I'm wasting time trying to open this package of cheese right here to put on my cheese. Do a little bit of cheese, and again, some people decide to just put cheese on the outside. I love cheese, so I put cheese on the inside and the outside. Put that there. Grab some olives. Basically, whatever I do on the inside, I do the same thing on the outside. If I have some chicken left over, I'll put some chicken on the top. But for the most part, I put olives and cheese and everything else on the top as well. Okay, so now we have cheese, olives, done. Grab it. You pull it to make a nice little tight roll. And then you just roll it over. It's just like that, simple as that. Okay, now when you roll it over, you just slide it over across like that. And then you go to your next one. Now, this thing that I made here earlier is salsa. It's not, you could put it in there for just an added taste, but I'm going to use it for as a garnish for afterwards. Okay, so, so good. What we're going to do right now is going to take a little break, finish making all these. Basically got the basic concept of, you dip it in the sauce, put some chicken, olives, cheese, and wrap it up and slide it across to the pan. Now, after this break, I'm going to show you the next step that comes after. Okay. And